The roar of a car engine, the thrill of acceleration, the smooth hum of a bike, all of it owes thanks to one tiny, often overlooked hero, the spark plug. Today, we're diving into the fascinating story of this little device that makes big things possible. To understand the spark plug story, we first need to look at the rise of the internal combustion engine. Back in the early 1800s, inventors were racing to figure out how to replace steam engines with something more compact and efficient. The answer? Burning fuel inside a chamber to create energy, what we now call internal combustion. But there was a catch. For the engine to work, you needed a way to ignite the fuel-air mixture inside the cylinder. Matches? Too slow. Open flames? Way too dangerous. Enter the concept of an electric spark. But how do you generate a spark precisely and reliably, thousands of times per minute? The first engines used hot tubes or manual ignition methods, which were unreliable and, frankly, a bit terrifying. Then, in the late 1800s, inventors like Etienne Lenoir and Nicolaus Otto began experimenting with the idea of a spark generated by electricity, a game-changer for combustion engines. The earliest spark plugs were crude by today's standards. They were made of simple materials like porcelain and copper, and their job was straightforward: create a tiny electric arc to ignite the fuel mixture. But even that was revolutionary. In 1902, Bosch patented the first commercially viable high-voltage spark plug paired with a magneto-ignition system. This invention was pivotal. It made engines more reliable and efficient, setting the stage for the automotive revolution. Suddenly, cars weren't just for tinkerers and the wealthy. They were becoming a practical tool for everyday life. The spark plug was now at the heart of internal combustion engines. Every turn of the crankshaft relied on a perfectly timed explosion, and every explosion started with a spark. So how does a spark plug work? Let's break it down. It has three main parts: the metal shell, the insulator, and the electrodes. When high voltage flows through the plug, it creates an electric arc between the electrodes, jumping the tiny gap and igniting the fuel-air mixture. Boom! That's your explosion, and that's what powers the engine. But it's not just about making sparks. The timing, the temperature, and even the materials used in the spark plug are critical. A poorly designed or worn-out plug can lead to engine misfires, reduced performance, or even damage. Over the years, spark plugs have evolved. Modern plugs use advanced materials like iridium and platinum for durability, and designs have been fine-tuned for better efficiency and lower emissions. Today, spark plugs are everywhere, from family sedans to high-performance sports cars, motorcycles, and even lawnmowers. Each one is tailored to its specific engine, ensuring reliability and efficiency. But here's the twist. With the rise of electric vehicles, the spark plug's role is changing. EVs don't need spark plugs at all, since they don't rely on internal combustion. Does that mean the spark plug is on its way out? Not so fast. Gasoline engines are still dominant worldwide, and even hybrids rely on spark plugs. While EVs are growing, internal combustion engines and their trusty spark plugs aren't disappearing overnight. The spark plug may be small, but its impact has been enormous. It's been the driving force behind over a century of innovation, powering everything from the Model T to modern supercars. It's a reminder that even the tiniest parts can have the biggest roles. So, next time you hear an engine roar to life, take a moment to appreciate the spark plug. It's a symbol of ingenuity, persistence, and the incredible power of a little spark to change the world. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the story of spark plugs. If you enjoyed this dive into automotive history, hit that like button, subscribe for more stories about the unsung heroes of engineering, and let us know in the comments what part of an engine fascinates you the most. See you next time.